Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Friends Podcast, man. Thank you for joining us here today. And if it's your first time, man, thank you for coming through just to listen to what we have to say today. And man, we got a good episode lined up for you guys today, man. Let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Matt, and I'm here with my co-host.
It's Rod. Make sure you subscribe to the Friends podcast. We're streaming everywhere. We're on iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. So make sure you go and subscribe to the channel.
Most definitely, man. And so we kind of do solo, episodes where we kind of chop it up with ourselves and stuff like that about different topics. But today we got an interview. We got a special guest in the building today, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Vega, rap artist and producer out of Detroit.
Yes, sir. We got Vega in here for some good conversations today. So let's go ahead and get into it how we usually do. So let's kind of talk about like everybody week so far. How was your week so far, Vega?
It was solid, it was smooth, nice little chill week, productive. Not too stressful. Solid week. How about yourself?
Hey man, I can't complain. Same old shit, man. Just kind of I've been moving the last week, so unpacking shit. Definitely doing some editing and shit like that for the podcast, man. Work, kicking it, drinking a little bit, some of everything.
Right. That's what's up.
What about you, Ryan? How was your week?
My week's been pretty good. It's been pretty productive work. Had like this little get together. So yeah, just pretty chill.
Okay. That's what's up, man. Glad to hear everybody's shit going good. So let's get into it. So let's kind of talk about Vega a little bit, man. Can you kind of tell the people who is Vega and like where you from? Like kind of how was your upbringing?
So born in Gary, Indiana. Born in Gary. Moved to Detroit in 2000. So I was born in 94, August 24th, 94. And we moved up to Detroit in 2000. And been in this motherfucker ever since.
Okay.
So
that's what's up.
Both.
So kind of like you from the east side, west side?
East. Yeah.
Okay. Now, can you kind of describe like how was it just coming up on the east side? Like, was it cool? Like as a kid, like how was things for you?
I mean, for me, I'd say it could go either way, bro. It could go either way. One day you having a good day and it can stay good, or you can have a good day and that shit go left and it can stay left, or you feel me, it could go right back to being good. You know what I'm saying? It just depend on that environment, depend on who you around and who you allow yourself to be around, what you allow yourself around. You can put yourself in a fucked up predicament and position, knowing damn well you weren't supposed to be around these people or be around, this block, or, doing some shit that you weren't supposed to be doing, other than, doing some shit that you could have put you on some positive shit. So for me, it was just more, what's the chillest shit to do, so I was always in some sports or, chilling, music, shit like that.
When did you get started with the music and some of the music that you grew up on?
I started young with music, though. I started writing. I wasn't producing. I started writing back in 13, 14. I was always on punishment. And like I grew up with my grandma. That was the thing. When I moved to Detroit 2000, the reason behind that was because my mom passed, and dad moved out the picture after that. So it was just me, grandma, and my sister, and we was living with my uncle. You feel me? So I went to 2-3 middle schools, Fleming, Brenda Scott, Von Steuben, and it was just like it was always something. I never really liked school, never really fucked with it like that. So it was always a reason for me to get suspended. And being suspended, I would draw, write.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got a bunch of stories I never published or nothing. Shit like books, verses, drawings that I never even put out. You know what I'm saying? So that's where all of that came from. And especially being living with my grandma, I wasn't able to go outside too much. I couldn't fuck
Yeah.
with friends like that.
Yeah.
So until I moved to until I turned what was that 18 and I moved out 12th grade year, I moved with my uncle on East Warren because the place that my grandma was living at was on 6 Mile McNichols, which I was going to school on Osborne. So
Okay.
that's on 7 Mile. So then when I moved, I was on East Warren, and that's when I was able to get out a little bit more. That's when more shit started to really happen in a nigga life to where had a little bit more to talk about.
I feel that. I feel that. So kind of talk about like what moment was it like a specific moment when you was like, damn, I'm creative. Like this is something that I really, really kind of want to do. Like when you was younger.
Yeah, I guess I want to say it was a moment because it was really like that my whole life. Like I was just always creative. I used to rap in school for the teachers and principals. I was in this SAVE group. It was stop all violence everywhere. Like students against violence everywhere. It was this build on thing in school. Used to like build shit, random shit. So like creativity was always a thing. I really fuck with art, tomorrow's Sunday, so I like going out in the sun and painting. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna do that tomorrow. And like certain shit is just like I be drawn to it. Like I like boxing. I just picked up a couple boxing things to get into. So like I just like trying shit because also you never know you don't like it until you try it. And like people think about that with food and shit, but like you don't know what a hike is or how if you like a hike until you try it, you know what I'm saying? Like it's certain shit like that. So I try to dip and dabble into certain things.
Now, when you paint, like, do you paint like specific shit? Like, you paint faces, you paint like the cityscape. Like, how's the process with that?
It's like a little bit of everything, bro. A little bit of everything. I ain't the greatest painter. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I would show you some of my work, but it ain't even the best shit. But at the same time, it's something to release and to express yourself.
Yeah,
And
like therapy almost.
you know what I'm saying. And that's why I fuck with music like that, because you can make a song and it ain't gotta be the greatest, but you get your words out, you get your feelings out, your thought process out, and you ain't even gotta put it out. You feel me? Put it on platforms, but you could listen to it for yourself, for your friends, or if you make a song for your girl, play it for that specific one girl. You ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying? Just like with a picture, you can paint that motherfucker, hang it up in my room. You feel me? You gotta go sell it, shit like that. So artists, it usually be for me, and then I give it to the world. However, if I feel like it, you know what I'm saying.
Music can definitely be a mental escape. So what's some of like the things that you feel like you rap about mainly that you want to show the people? Is it just are you trying to be very personal, or are you trying to just more make the fun record like at the clubs and the bars, or like what exactly are you trying to do?
It came off more personal, and it definitely is still swayed it that way, and that's mostly what I'm going for. But at the same time, I am conscious of my listeners, and gotta be conscious of your audience and understanding what they going through sometimes, and like putting them in a position to where, one, it's relatable, and two, they can listen to you at multiple sceneries and different times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it started off with me, like, I really fucked with J. Cole from the jump, like back in 2013. From
Yeah.
who that? I was on live mixtapes watching this nigga. Like, niggas don't even be on that shit no more.
Hell
Like
no.
back when live wire and shit was
Yeah.
going on. You feel me? So I was like, damn, J. Cole, hard. I fucks with him. He got real shit. So it was like real rap. And then I started to peep. It's like, damn, the homies ain't playing Cole when, you feel me, when the hoes come around, or like
Hell no.
when niggas finna slide on some niggas, or
No.
like
Yeah.
in the club. Like, that shit ain't happening. You feel me? Like, and then I looked at it like, all right, Drake got those records for the bitches. Drake got those records for, you feel me, sliding on the niggas. Fuck these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain records that you pretty much gotta have, like, or you don't get played at certain times. You know what I'm saying? So I just like being very versatile with it. And at the same time, I'm human, so it's like, I'm conscious, yeah, but at the same time, I like big booty women, and I like, you know, I like God too, so I got godly songs, and you know what I'm saying, a little bit of everything. So it's not, I'm never boxed in, you know, and also I make my own beats, so I'm really never boxed in. You feel me? At any given moment, I'm like, damn, you making too much like trap shit or too much hard. I switched to some chill, maybe lo-fi 808, you know, J. Cole type shit. All right, you got too much conscious shit, you forgetting about the women. You feel me? Go there, you know. So I just like being able to touch on anything and everything I want to, if I feel like it.
So you think this new album that you said you're working on, outside of it, that you're working on a new project, is that gonna be like all around? Like, is it just like whatever? It's just gonna be okay.
It's all around, bro. It's all around. Yep. It's a solid project as far as the concept. But I tried to give a little bit of everything. Well, not necessarily. All right, you got fucking country, you got whole R&B. Like, I ain't completely stepping out of genres. You know what I'm saying?
You singing a little bit?
A little bit of melodies. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of different tones, experimenting with my voice a little bit more, different production, stuff like that, you know.
Okay. Now let's kind of talk about like the Detroit music scene. So like everybody talking about it, man. Like
right.
This shit just it's been popping for like probably the last 3, 4, 5 years and shit like that.
Yeah.
So like, what do you see for the future of Detroit music? Like, what like the typical Detroit sound, like quote unquote?
I mean, I don't think it's going nowhere, and I think it's just gonna get bigger. I honestly, I see a lot more industry people drafting towards it and moving towards it. To the point where it's like you drop like an album or some shit like you damn near got to, you feel me? But for me it'd be like, I don't think they be giving us as much credit as we supposed to get. So, you know, I'm gonna have to talk to some folks when I get up there. Like, hey man, y'all can't just be doing that like that. But I fuck with it. I feel like we influenced a lot. You feel me? I feel like the eyes on the city, and like it ain't never really been that bright. And I feel like we always had eyes on us, but it was for a bad reason, or it was a worse purpose. You know what I'm saying? That murder cap, yeah, it's cool and shit like that, but like, hey, I'm not trying to be like the city who is like, hey, we killing most niggas. Like,
Yeah.
you come here, you dying for sure, nigga.
Yeah,
Like,
it's crazy.
like it's kind of wild to me. Like I'm from them ways and shit. So it's like, all right, bro,
That's
you
what the
make it.
drill scene though. That's kind of how it is.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's just like it's a give and take with it. You know, it's a give and take.
Now, do you feel like the people that's up at the top, like in the city, like, I don't want to name too many names, but like Babyface Ray or 42 Doug, or whoever up at the top, like, you feel like they got to
Right.
move different for this shit to like advance, or you feel like everything kind of cool, like how everybody doing it at this point?
No, I don't feel like niggas got to move different. I feel like you should move different as far as, if you want to make it, like and stay where you at, but as far as like making it bigger than what it is, I think it's damn near that, because shit, 42 fucking with Future, you feel me? That's some of the biggest, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I was low-key looking to see him on the album, that's a new Future album. That shit would have been tight, but shit, Future even shouted out Peasy, you feel me? He shouted out Peasy, so it's like, niggas is really looking at the city to where if some of the biggest artists, you feel me, is looking at us, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up. I just feel like everybody needs to come together a little bit more. If anything, I know you said move differently. Love beat war anytime. You feel me? Cause 42, one of the biggest artists, out of one of the biggest artists, and we all know how that little beef go. You feel me? Well, like, they come together, you feel me? And Sada and T come back together, get to making music. It's a whole different vibe. You know what I'm saying? But when bloodshed and shit like that happen, niggas ain't completely in a beef, but niggas know a little bit. So when you
feel
know,
like it's a bit just like hating on each other, like that's kind of like what it's about.
I mean, yes and no. I feel like certain shit, like regular shit, like the regular niggas that like rap randomly, hating, but like when it get to when you making money in this shit, what the fuck is you hating for?
Ain't no reason.
You know what I'm saying? You can't count this nigga pockets. You don't know how much money he making. You know what I'm saying? Unless you really deep into your hating bag, and that's not a bag that you need to be in, sir. So go ahead, get up out that bag. You making your money, he making his money. So what's left to, be fucked up? All right, he either fucking one of your bitches, or he dealing on one of your blocks, you feel me? Some shit like that.
You're taking money out of his pocket.
You know what I'm saying? If it ain't no money, what the fuck we beefing about? What the fuck we talking about? Unless it's some blood shit, you know what I'm saying? And that's when everything just out the window, because you can't kill one of mine and we do a song together. That's just not how it's rocking. And we seen how that shit playing with Jeezy and Gucci. You feel me? One person can be on that extend the olive branch shit, but at the same time, just because you want to shake my hand don't mean I have to shake your hand, bro. I don't have to fuck with you like that. Once certain shit get to happening, it's not no going back. Cause it's like, if we argued or some shit right now and some shit fell off, all right, I leave, I hang up, you hang up. And a motherfucker hit me up on Instagram and like, hey, my bad, cool, hash it out. Boom. We could leave it at that. But if you see me and shoot me, or I shoot you, and another nigga know that's you, oh yeah, we gotta get back. You know what I'm saying? And then the warden started. You feel me? Over some stupid small shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still beefed out with some of my niggas till this day over small shit. You feel me? Like, it could have been avoided. So I feel like when it comes to these niggas in the industry with money, I for sure couldn't beef with nobody. Once niggas getting meals, nah, 400, 500,000 for walkthroughs and 40,000 for a verse and this and that. What the fuck? No, I'ma beef with you. We gonna fight or whatever. I might get locked up. I kill somebody and now I got 5, 10, 15 my whole life. Nah, bro.
Yeah.
Nah.
But
You think
sometimes
when people start getting money, they should move out their hood, or you think like they should still stick around and try to like help it out in a sense?
A little bit of both for sure. I for sure move out, but at the same time come back and give back, because that is where you came from. And if you gonna help out, you know, you should help one where you came from and places that you know about. You know what I'm saying? Because people say that, like, well, they gonna love you at your home city, but that's where your hate come from at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
you just gotta be wary of that shit, because I know from me walking, like, I literally used to walk from 7 Mile, 6 Mile to East Warren. You feel me? I ain't give a fuck what time it was. You know what I'm saying? No strap. Dead ass, no strap, but God was on my side, and like I knew which streets to walk down. You feel me? I knew that I didn't have no beef. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's another thing too. When you know, like, bro, I don't have no cheese on me. You feel me? So it's like, you gonna rob me and take my life for what, my nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta know, like, the ticket that's on your head, you know what I'm saying? The price that, like, you got on you. If you walking with some J's on, you walking with the buffs on, you walking with, you know, a stack in your pocket, you walking with a V-long t-shirt on. Nigga, you're walking with a V-long t-shirt on and a band in your pocket and some buffs and some J's on. Yes, you finna get robbed. Yes, you need a gun on you because you're walking. You know what I'm saying? So with that, it was just like, all right, for me, when I was walking, because I never had a car. I'm just now getting my L's. You feel me? I'm waiting for them bitches to get in the mail, and I'm 27, you know? But everybody got their own paths and shit. I say that to say this, though. I feel like if I would have had my L's, for one, I for sure gonna have some tickets. Like, for sure sliding, like, for sure. Like, it was a bunch of times when I wanted to but didn't have a whip. Like, bunch of times when I would have, like, slid on some different hoes, and that could have put me in a different situation. So it was like, you know, different homies fuck around, been in a car crash, shit like that. So it's like, you count your blessings, you realize your life, and it's like, all right, I did struggle for a reason, you know.
Okay.
Shit like that.
So let's kind of talk a little bit more about Mo Vega, man. So like, with you and producing, so you started rapping first, but then like, you started making beats at some point. So kind of talk about like what even sparked that, and like what was your process in starting creating them.
What sparked it was literally the same. Was that the same year? I think it was like a year after. Yeah, it was like a year after I had decided that I was gonna rap. I started making beats, and how that came about was the homie that I went to college with. We had graduated 2013 from Osborne. Shot to Michigan State and was just in the dorm rooms and wasn't really fucking with that shit. You feel me? Probably like a month and a half in. It's like, yo, this shit trash. Like, you know, some got to shake, basically, you know. And we would just get high all day and shit and think of, you know, our next move and think of music. You feel me? And one of them days we did some acid and was like, hey, bro, this is my purpose. Like, I don't want to do shit else. And if I don't do this, I'm going to be miserable for the rest of my life. I don't fuck with none of this shit. So I knew exactly what the fuck I didn't like. You know what I'm saying? I didn't exactly know, like, how I'm going to get there, how I'm going to do this. You know what I'm saying? But I knew what I didn't want to do was sit in this fucking classroom for 4 years and maybe do another 2, probably do another 2. It was like, nah. And, you know, I was telling y'all I used to get suspended a lot. It wasn't that I didn't necessarily fuck with school back then. It was just like, there's always other shit to do. Like, I'm fucking with different hoes, like all type of shit like that. Like, my mental wasn't fully straight. So, and that was in high school. So when I got to college, it was a whole different thing. You feel me? In high school, I still graduated with a 3.5 or some shit. 3.3, 3.5 or something. So I wasn't no dumb nigga. I still got to Michigan State. So when I got there, I'm like, just apply yourself. Like, I really tried. You feel me? I went to all of the classes, you know, taking notes and shit. I ain't really fuck with that shit. Dropped out. We stayed up there though. We stayed up in Lansing because niggas from the D. I ain't want to go back to that bitch. But niggas went back down and went right back up. Probably like the next year later. I ended up getting locked up the year that I had came back down, 2014. So I went back up, and me and the homie had grabbed a apartment. Apartment was in his name and shit, and we were just in that bitch thugging, you know. And I grabbed a job. He grabbed the computer shit, studio shits, and all that shit. So as I'm working, I see him cracking out songs and shit, just going hard in the stew. So I'm like, damn, okay, that's what's up. That's I fucks with it. One of the days that he was gone, he had left for some shit. It's like, shit, just hopped on that bitch. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, bro. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. So
it was FL Studio. It was
FL.
Yeah. Okay.
FL gang for life. So.
Oh, so you ain't never tried nothing else?
Yeah, I've been on Pro Tools. I've been on what the fuck, Logic. The homie had Machine, so I seen Machine a few times. Did I say Pro Tools? Pro Tools.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, shit like that.
FL where it's at though.
FL where it's at. As far as beats, FL. Production and like, I guess mastering wise or mix wise, Pro Tools.
Is all your beats pretty much in the house for your songs?
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing that I that wasn't in house was what the fuck did I just drop? That 4-song EP, The Poise Before Depression. Which was 4 songs from this, I forgot, the Sugar Beats. Sugar Beats made them beats, 4 of them, and I just liked how he had had a different bag for me to hop in, you know.
Yeah, let me ask you about that though, because I remember I was listening to your music and stuff like that, and that one kind of stood out because I felt like it was like a different vibe. Like you was on like a darker, more like introspective type shit. Like, can you kind of talk about like what point, like what made it sound like that? Was you like in a different like mindset when you was recording that?
What is that song you talking about, or
the whole one?
Just the project.
The whole Poise EP. Because when I was listening to it, like I know you had your homie on there. He said he was gonna stop rapping, and like you know, like everything on there was just like it just seemed like I can't really, I don't know what word to say, but it just seemed like a darker vibe. Like you was like on some not depressed shit, but like on some like real introspective, like thinking about life shit. Like is that kind of how you? That's where you was.
I remember like out the hood, you was like, remember sleeping on the floor, like free all your people, and like day one's acting phony.
Right.
And then you had some songs like Angie's Son, where you kind of discuss like your relationship with your family and all that kind of stuff.
Right. Yeah. Those type of songs definitely come from a deeper meaning. You feel me? A deeper feeling down. Um, and that goes back to one trying to get the feelings out, get those feelings out, you know, because that should be shit that I deal with on the daily. That homeless shit, some shit that I've dealt with multiple times. I've literally been homeless multiple times. You know what I'm saying? And homie switching up, the same homie that I was telling you that started with the studio shit. You feel me? Switched up, literally tried to fuck my whole shit up 2-3 years later, and like discontinued basically my whole computer, disabled my whole computer. Like FL Pro Tools was all fucked up. Like hundreds of beats will never be heard. Like could never get them back. Like computer finished. You feel me? So like nigga really tried to end my career. You feel me? So it's like I still got a vendetta towards that. You feel me? And then it's still like, all right, fuck that. Like be the bigger man. Like so like it's really a lot of shit that I'm battling with. And like you said with my homie saying he was about to quit, like it's literally niggas that like I grew up listening to in the hood, like kind of like hood superstars. These the niggas with t-shirts and like, you know, CDs when niggas was still doing CDs. He hanging them bitches out the trunk, you feel me? And I go down the block and I'm the little nigga. You want a t-shirt, you want this, you want to go get a dog off the grill or some shit. So I'm looking up to these niggas, and it kind of made me want to rap a little bit more. You feel me? So nigga get older and it's like, yo, I fucks with you genuinely. You the part of the reason why I'm doing this shit. You feel me? And I'm scrolling and I see him, man, I'm quitting. It's like, nah, bro, we can't do that shit. Like that mean like I take this shit so serious. It's like I might fuck around and believe in you more than you believe in you. You feel me? I might like it's a different vibe with me. So it's like I be trying to figure out certain plans and shit to put my people in motion, and that's why I had threw him on that song. I had did that song fucking last year back in before the Poison Under Pressure album came out, but I didn't drop that because it wasn't my beat. You feel me? So like when I do projects and shit like that, it's either gonna be all my beats or all somebody else shit. I don't pick different shit. You feel me? I like that shit to sound cohesive and shit like that. So when I did do the Poise EP, it did bring a darker vibe, and that was on purpose. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you even hearing that and feeling that shit, because it was. I had just got off of COVID. I had COVID in December, so that was really fucking with me. And September, October, November, all that shit after August, after I dropped the album, shit basically went downhill. I dropped the album, I think it was like August 20th or some shit, and then I usually wait like a month to really get back in the studio real hard. You know what I'm saying? Like I take a little break because it's album mode. You push that shit out. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of go back, like be a fan of the music again and fall in love with the shit. Listen to it, promote. You feel me? And that's another thing. I'm an independent artist, so I gotta push that shit too. You feel me? I can't just make this shit and sit back and continue to make shit. No, nigga, go push that shit out. You know what I'm saying? So as I'm pushing this shit and shit, I go back, make a beat, and realize that now my computer got a virus. You feel me? My computer got a virus September, October, November, December hit, and now, nigga, you got this virus that the world been talking about for 2 years. Nigga, I got COVID. On top of can't record, so that shit really fucking with me in the head, nigga. Fuck music, fuck this, nigga. You supposed to be dropping this deluxe album, because I was coming with the deluxe right after that, bitch. I had about 6, 7 songs ready that I wanted to throw on the album, that I really wanted to, but it was like, nah, let's pull this shit back. Let's go ahead and do a deluxe album. I was gonna do a whole nother little 15 or some shit like that, or do 6 and then go back on those 15 and like better those, maybe new verses with those features for those. That's how I was gonna play that shit. Didn't really happen like that because nigga couldn't record. So January came and I figured out that the virus wasn't on my computer, it was on my flash drive. And the flash drive that I was using had my kits on it, my 808s, my snares, hi-hats, samples, all of that shit that I use to make beats, you know. So when I realized that, it's like, damn, all right, you can't make no beats. You can still record though. What we doing? I go through my email. I got producers sending me beats. Fuck it, go through these beats. You feel me? So, and I still had to keep the family close with my mans on there about, you know what I'm saying, stopping music. So when I had seen him do that, I remembered, oh shit, you do got that beat. Oh shit, bro did just send 5, 6 more new beats. All right, let's get a little something going. Let's get a little EP going. So I that's what I did, and I liked how it came out. I fucked with how I did it. You know what I'm saying?
So going along with the process of like the way you make music, do you have like those days where you just only make beats, and then you have certain weeks or like that you only rap? Like how does that work for you? Being both the beat maker and the writer and doing everything.
Facts. So it's definitely some days I do just one thing. A lot of days it do be more beats because I think it's a little bit more fun. I like creating that vibe. It's just something about making a new beat. Something about just making some fresh, new shit, you feel me, that I really, really fuck with. So it'll be days I just crank out 10, 15 beats just off the simple fact, one, that I'm trying to be better. I might be feeling the vibe that, you know, of that day. I might have used 10, 15 beats or whatever, and I'm doing some new shit. So that's where I'm about to go now. That I'm finishing this album. It's gonna be another couple days where I just sit in the crib, make 5, 10 beats, you know, write to 2 or punch 2. You feel me, some shit like that. So it definitely do be days to where it's like, you know, but being an artist, I know when those days are, when I need to sit there and record and knock out 5 songs just off recording, or, you know, just promotion. You feel me? It's some days where I just promote, or, you know, make a beat and just promote, or days like this to where it's like, all right, you gotta meet up with people, or do this, or do a video, some shit, and then I gotta work. I gotta go work at 4:00. You know, then I'm gonna get off, probably either make a beat or record. You feel me? But it's usually one of the two.
Now, do you like specifically? Actually, no. Let me go back though, because what did you do with the sounds? Like, you just had to re-up on everything, like. So
Yeah.
what was that? Like, you just had to just go on like whatever website and just re-download like literally everything you had?
Basically, Um, it's a tough feeling, bro. But um, what I did do, I had my laptop, so like some of the stuff, some of the kits and shit and the sounds I had on my laptop, so I took those off. My cousin had a couple kits on his laptop, took those off, bits and pieces, you know what I'm saying? And then um, hipstrumentals, everybody, whoever watched this shit, if you a beat maker or whatever, whenever you hipstrumentals is gonna get you to where you need to be.
Yeah.
So I went and got those, and then I put everything together and put it back on there. I still need a couple more, but it's not too. It's not to the point where it's like, damn, I can't live without it. Like I can do without those that I'm missing. You feel me? I just grabbed everything that I needed and moved on.
Yeah, it's what you got to do, I guess.
You know?
But so kind of talk about like when you do record or when you do make beats, like what kind of environment do you like around you? Do you like just you, or do you like every like the whole crew in the studio with you?
It be just like this, bro.
Okay, okay,
Just like this. This motherfucker right here.
yeah,
So for the
okay,
listeners, it's just him.
This my baby. It's just me in the
okay.
booth. It's just me.
That's what's up. Why you do it like that? Just cause that's just convenient. Cause I feel like you probably be wanting to work all the damn time, and everybody.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I like the fact that I could wake up and record whenever. You
Hmm.
feel me? Like my I just got on my cousin ass. Like last night we was smoking. It was fucking 4 in the morning. Like, bro, I'm finna go home and make some fucking shit. Like I'm
Yeah,
finna cook, bro. I ain't know what the fuck I was finna do, but I was finna do something. He like, man, it's too late for music, bro. It's to be working on our music. I'm like, nigga, you got me fucked up, bro. Nigga, you
yeah.
put this shit in the crib, nigga. It's never too late, bro.
Hell
Like,
no. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you feel me? And we had just listened to that Future shit, and I'm like, bro, you know, Lil Baby up in the studio right now.
Oh,
The
he on the
Baby
way.
in the
Yeah,
studios,
for
man.
sure.
You feel me? Like Kendrick and that bitch. Yeah, they listen to Future shit. They said it was alright. But nigga, back to my shit, nigga. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So like, it be shit like that too. Cause I ain't gonna lie, it was nervous. It was like, damn, is it gonna sound like I'm biting off of some beats? But shit like that, or like, damn, the bar set high for this album and shit like that. But then I had to realize, like, nigga, one, Future probably ain't never finna hear this album or like shit like that. Like I put myself into a mental space to where it's like clear all of that shit. Like, all right, you listen to it, cool, boom, whole different wave when your shit come. You know what I'm saying? And don't get caught up and lost in somebody else's sauce. You feel me?
Yeah.
Shit like that. So it be shit like that. And also, I don't be liking a lot of people in my space. I put it in a room for it to be more comfortable. Cause I could put it in the living room or some shit or whatever, but it still wouldn't be as comfortable. And it's like I do everything myself. Like I could make the beat. I don't need no engineer. I'm the engineer. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't need no bitch gas in my head. Like I don't need 5, 6 niggas telling me my shit dope or you feel me? Let me get on this song, bro.
Nah.
No, bro. I don't need none of that shit, bro. Like
Yeah.
we can't smoke in here neither. So like
Mm.
niggas not finna be around. Damn, we can't smoke in here, bro. Like, bro, go the fuck home, bro. Like I'm also like I'm a loner. Like I don't really fuck with people like that too much anyway. Like it's all love, but like at the same time I'm an introvert. I don't really, you know, fuck with too much shit.
I feel you. Now, did that come from somewhere? Like you being an introvert, kind of like being like, I guess you ride to the beat of your own drum. Like, did that come from
Right.
a certain place, or like that's just how you
What
are?
was it? Just being like always at home back in the day?
That's it. I was finna say it. I was finna say,
Yeah.
finna fucking being on fucking punishment. Shout out to grandma, dog. Like,
Yeah.
but that's what it be though, because I also got like real big on like books back in the day. You feel me? So like that's another thing. This wood that I got, like basically a library. I got 10, 15 books down here to where, you know, sometimes I might not even record, but I kick my feet up right here, read a book. You feel me? So I'm always in this space of creating. You know what I'm saying?
What's a couple of those books? Just to name a couple.
Natural healing. Shout out to natural healing. Got a whole bunch of different things that you can heal your body with. Um, happy money. Happy money is one of them. Um, teach you how to spin the correct way. And one big thing I took from that was not to buy things, spend your money on experiences. You know, as far as, you know, all right, it's a $120 V-Long hoodie. You gonna buy that versus a 120 plane ticket to, you know, Atlanta. You feel me? Just throwing some shit out there. But it's just like shit like that. Like I did a show in Miami. I think it was about like 300 back then. I could have spent 200 on a video, and I remember thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? Like spending your money wisely and like spending it in a better investment for you to be happy. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna spend $200 on a game system. I know a lot of people would, but I'd rather shoot a video. Honestly, some shit that I could look back on. You know what I'm saying? I call up 10, 20 people. Hey, come down. You know what I'm saying? Woo, woo, woo. Let's have some fun. We finna shoot this video. Whether I spend this money on this game system and I'm in a studio all day. You know what I'm saying? That don't really correlate. But like, it's about knowing yourself and shit. You know. Um, good to great. Good to great is about going from good to great, but it's gonna tell you about which businesses and shit and why they didn't go good to great. You feel me? So I like knowing what I don't want to do or what I don't like, you know, and that was my whole thing when I was in college. It was like I didn't know exactly how many albums I wanted to put out. I didn't know exactly when I wanted to put them out. I didn't know exactly that I was going to be a producer. Never knew that. Never even thought about making beats until Dog was making beats. And I was like, shit, my shit kind of harder than yours. You know, so it didn't never cross my mind, you know, so I like liking what not to do, you know, because that's how I started with fucking up music and making beats. Like my first 10, 15, 20, 100 beats wasn't, you'll never hear them hoes. You know what I'm saying? So like
Yeah.
when you fuck up as many times, you feel me? You fuck that shit up, you know how not to fuck that shit up.
That's real. Yeah, learning from other people's mistakes just important too, cause now you ain't got to do that. Like
Big
Jay Z
facts.
got a line like Hove did that, so hopefully you ain't got to go through that. So definitely facts. Yeah, so let's kind of talk about like the videos because you had brought that up a little bit. So like when it comes to like the videos that you shoot and shit like that, like how involved are you in that process? Is it 100% like your vision, or do you kind of give it up to the like video producer? Like, okay, you can input this and that.
Right. For the most part, it'd be a little bit of both, about 50-50 type shit, you know. I'm just now starting to really get full visions of how I want my videos to be. I think I only shot about like 4 of them. I still gotta get a couple more under my belt. But for me, it's just it been for the most part, like, all right, we just get around, shoot 4 or 5 scenes, and have high energy, and that just be that. But now with this Give 'em hell, shit, I just fucking dropped an Easter egg. Give 'em hell was the new single that me and Cuz going for and pushing. With that, it's just more of a different concept, a more fun concept. So I will be behind it a little bit more because I got my vision a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't necessarily even say my vision because it was a cohesive agreement between me and my cousin. I think this one is a little bit more constructed to where it's more than just standing around and all right, they played a song. You know what I'm saying? It's eye catchy. So I will be behind it a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Trying to tell like a story, like a specific,
Yeah.
like this is A to B, like what happened. Type
Right.
shit. Okay, that's what's up. I mean, kind of talk about like I kind of want to go back to beats because I'm a producer myself, and like that just kind of interests me and shit like that. So
That's what's up.
So like, what's like some of your favorite like VSTs to use, or do you like use the samples a lot more? Like, what's kind of like your thoughts on that?
So like I started off with Nexus. Shout out to Nexus.
Hell yeah.
Nexus was real big when I first started. So Nexus and Omnisphere. Two of the big ones that I been fucking with. I ain't really been on too much else as of right now. I fucked with Arcade.
Okay.
I do like sampling every now and then. I was trying to get some samples going last night, but it ain't really work out how I wanted it to. But that happens sometimes. You know, shit. As a producer, sometimes you don't always, go out and accomplish what you set out for, which is fine. But
Yeah.
we still ended up coming out with something pretty solid to work with, which will actually probably end up on this other project that I'm working on.
Okay, that's what's up. So sound like you got a lot of shit coming up. Yeah, kind of talk about that. Like, what you got coming up? 2022, 2023. Like more videos, more albums, like projects. Kind of talk about that.
We going heavy this year, man. We going heavy this year, bro. I ain't trying to hold nothing up. I ain't trying to waste no time, but like at the same time, I take my time, but I ain't wasting time. You know what I'm saying? Time real valuable. We ain't gonna waste none of it. So it's like it's go time. I ain't gonna lie, I'm working on like 4 or 5 projects right now.
Damn. Like all for you?
Pretty much, yeah.
Damn. Okay.
I got this basically the deluxe that I was telling y'all about, which is gonna be a full album. I'm working on a collab with my cousin, Ace. And the Ace that you know isn't the same Ace that I'm talking about. Let's get that clear. That's my guy though. That's my guy. Yeah, me and my cousin got a collab on the way.
Yeah, you talking about AYSE?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, that's cuz.
All right.
And then so it's the deluxe. Me and Ace shit. Me and Slatty, most Slatty. We got a collab on the way, and then got a mixtape. It's not even finished yet, but been working on it. That's Mo Life 2. If anybody know about that motherfucker, Mo Life 2 is on the way as well. That is a project, a mixtape with all Drake beats. So I did the first one. I forgot what year it was, but it came from More Life when he dropped More Life. Like, oh shit, I can slide with More Life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And I did Do Not Disturb, Can't Have Everything, Lose You, George's Interlude. I did Nice for What, Free Smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, Tuscan Leather. I did a solid couple. It's on Spotify. Well, not Spotify. SoundCloud and YouTube. If anybody want to fuck with it, Mo Life. Number 2 on the way. So yeah, it's just like 4 or 5 projects that I'm like. I wrap my head around it before I even start.
Mm-hmm.
Doing it. So like, yeah, me and Cuz got about 4 or 5 solid in the vault. Me and Slidey got about 4 or 5 in the vault. And then that Mo Life project got about 4 or 5 in the vault. And then I want to do another mixtape with just like industry shit from like all different artists and shit. You feel me? So
Yeah, I feel like people forgot that like a mixtape used to be you get on other people's beats. You know what I
right,
mean? Like Lil
right,
Wayne used to do that shit. Like
right.
everybody else and shit like that. So is that kind of the vibe you're trying to come with? Well, Mo Life you already kind of did that, but do you like
Mm.
doing that?
I do and I don't at the same time. Like I do that shit just for me, for my purposes. And that's more than like the album shit, because the album's more for the fans. But like with Mo Life, is because I like those beats and I want to hear myself on that type of. You feel me?
Mm.
Shit like that. Like, oh shit, I could have played that word well with this, or I feel like he should have said this, or like he might have couldn't have said this, but I could
Mm-hmm.
say that. You know what I'm saying? Or like shit like that, or like, oh, I could play this well with that, or that like plays good with my life. Like I did Emotionless, um, and that's just been sitting there, and that's gonna go on my life too. But I did Emotionless like 2 3 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it was about me losing a child.
Mm.
My girl had a miscarriage, so it was shit like that. And there'll also be like certain shit that's relatable. You feel me? That it's like, oh, okay. If I would have had this beat, I would have took it this way or that way or some shit. So it be shit like that, you know.
Yeah, 'cause different beats kind of talk to different people like a different way.
Yeah, it brings shit out of you differently.
Now, like, kind of talk about. I guess this is kind of like the last question. So, like, talk about what speaks to you in the beat. Like, is it the 808? Is it the whole thing? Is it just the melody? Or like, what kind of got to come out for you to be like, for it to spark an idea for you?
That's a tough one. Shit. For me, it's it really be the whole shit, but anything could throw it off. Honestly,
Yeah.
anything could throw it off. If the drums not hitting right and you got a good melody, like I'll be pissed the fuck off. Like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I done heard a couple songs when it's like, ooh, that melody, ooh, they finna fuck this bitch up, and that bitch drop. And I'm sitting there looking like, yo, you could have just sent this shit to me, and I would have sent some nice ass drums back. Like,
Yeah.
it'd be shit like that. Or it'd be like, damn, these drums hard as fuck, but the melody trash, you feel me? So, like,
Mm-hmm.
the whole thing definitely gotta be there for me to rap on it. But, like, shit just, it just be what it is. It really gotta be there for me though, especially because I make my own shit. I feel like back in the day when I wasn't making my own shit, I'd be a little bit more lenient, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But because I know how the process work, I can't just listen to anything, and I definitely can't just rap on anything, you know.
Definitely makes sense, man. But listen,
Yeah,
man, we definitely appreciate you for coming through, Mo Vega, man.
Most definitely.
Everybody, check out Mo Vega shit. We gonna put his shit in the bottom of the description.
appreciate it.
Any last words before you get up out of here?
Appreciate you guys for having me, man. Thank you. Some good questions, good conversation. Um, Everybody, Poise Under Pressure 2. It's on the way.
All right.
Go check it out. It's fire, man. It's fire for real.
Yeah, man.
Fuck
Everybody go check his shit out. Check out that Mo Life on SoundCloud. We gonna post all the shit in the bottom, but everybody
Poise Under
definitely-
Pressure.
Yeah, check that one out too, man. Definitely tap in with everything he got going on. We about to go ahead and get up out of here, man. This has been the Friends Podcast, man. Thank you for listening. We out.
Yes, sir. Peace.